dedicated to eastern and southern Kentucky. This is WYMT Mountain News Weekend Edition.
Good morning. I'm Taylor Upchurch. Today is Saturday, February 2nd. A gap between two sections of a bridge along US 119 in Letcher County has a handful of people in the community worried. The 6-inch gap expands the entire length of the bridge, but officials say you should not worry. WYMT's Connor James helps break down what caused this and why, although it looks scary, it's nothing to be afraid of.
At first glance, this looks pretty terrifying. This gap in the bridge on US 119 has locals worried.
Yeah, a little bit, because my family go across that bridge every day.
Joseph Lee Patrick drives this way daily.
Yep.
Every day.
We drive every day, go to Whitesburg and go get hog feed and stuff like that.
He, like many who've seen this crack, have concerns, like is this bridge falling apart or is it dangerous?
Not only is it not a crack in the bridge, it's not dangerous.
Transportation officials like Sarah George, who've overseen this area since the bridge opened a little less than a year ago, say not to worry.
The rubber expansion joint that connects the two stretched beyond its capacity and came loose.
Between each slab of the bridge is this expander, so the bridges don't butt up against each other and crack.
Bridges have to breathe, and they expand and contract as temperatures rise and fall.
This one, the one that's hardly there anymore, has cracked and come apart due to extreme heat in the summer and bitter cold in the winter.
Of course it has to be fixed, and it will be fixed, but it is not an emergency and is not a danger to tires or vehicles.
And officials reiterate, although it may look scary, driving across it is A-OK. In Letcher County, Connor James, WYMT Mountain News.
Officials do tell us that the integrity and strength of the bridge has not changed. Crews were out yesterday surveying the area in hopes of making repairs. And Hazard City officials declared a water supply emergency yesterday afternoon. They are asking everyone to conserve water any way they can. Crews worked near Memorial Gym in Hazard on one water line break. Officials say breaks like that one are part of the problem. An increased use during these frigid nights also led to the shortage. Now officials are asking people to shut off faucets they left dripping and cut back in any way they can.
All throughout the city and the county, we had several meters that did freeze during the winter, the cold spell here the last few days. But those are the primary ones. We've had a few small breaks here in town.
Officials also say car washes using hazard water and laundry service facilities are closed during this time. As the temperatures warm up in the next couple days and pipes are not at risk of freezing, they ask that you turn your faucets off at night. And now let's check in with meteorologist Kelly McShane for a look at your forecast this morning. Kelly.
It is a beautiful morning, Taylor. I hope y'all are waking up and enjoying this beautiful weather. You can even see this beautiful sunrise right outside our WYMT studio. Clear skies, that sun just starting to pop up. Beautiful colors out there in the sky, but those temperatures are a little bit chilly out there. Anywhere from the upper 20s to the mid to upper 30s around the region, so be sure to bundle up. It's a little bit chilly out there this morning and a little bit foggy, especially to our friends up in the north near Interstate 64. But overall, not too much fog dealing with throughout the region, maybe just some patchy fog in those valley regions. But our 12-hour planner looking like another beautiful day for eastern Kentucky. 54 for that high with a mixture of sun and clouds throughout the day. So once again, be sure to get outside and enjoy this absolutely beautiful weekend with the sunshine. Those temperatures are going to keep on going up in the next coming days, but that will come with rain chances after the weekend. And Taylor, I'll have that full forecast coming up in a little bit.
Thank you, Kelly. Dr. Aaron Thompson, the president of the Kentucky Council on Post-Secondary Education, visited his home of Clay County for a listening tour to discuss the importance of higher education. I was there as students, faculty, and staff picked his brain for ideas on how to get more students to say yes to college.
Connecting with students through conversation and occasionally a selfie.
Sometimes we teach and we don't listen and we don't know if they learn.
Dr. Aaron Thompson, president of Kentucky Council on Post-Secondary Education, says students need pathways to college in order to get better opportunities. In Clay County, he is anything but disappointed. Caitlin Jackson says he broke the stereotypical thought for students living in a small town.
being from, a small family, Clay County, not everybody makes great money, and that's kind of a problem. But, not to worry about the price, just do what your heart's set on. And
the listening tour put many problems and thoughts into perspective. Logan Bowling says he feels better about college rates and accessibility.
I know some kids getting 14s and 13s who want to go to college but just don't think it's for them. So I think the ACT, not really judging how you get into college, really helps.
Perhaps the biggest question of all, pension. How will the state and its students afford to go?
When they had education, they had less of an opportunity in the downturn of the economy. They stayed employed. But you know what else? They do pay taxes also. And they're better civically engaged. So we've got to think about funding now is an opportunity for good investment for our future.
Developing young leaders.
To find out how to connect with CPE and President Thompson, go to WYMT.com for more information. More troopers will be on the road across the state. Kentucky State Police graduated 35 cadets yesterday. The ceremony took place yesterday afternoon. For 25 weeks, these men and women have gone through extensive training, learning what it takes to wear the uniform. Trooper Dylan Mullins was one of them. His wife, son, and daughter, all gleaming with pride, and who were also really happy to have him back home.
Overwhelming, just eager to get back home to my family. I've been gone for 25 weeks, so I'm just excited to be back home with them.
Including yesterday's graduating class, there are now 809 Kentucky State troopers working across the state. Some of the old ways are being taught again in eastern Kentucky. Big Sandy Community and Technical College will be offering a sustainable agriculture certificate, which prepares students for a variety of jobs in agriculture. This program will provide space for multiple generations of students to work together and take a closer look at understanding the health and wellness through growing our own food. Classes for the course will begin in March. You can find more information on our website at WYMT.com. In Floyd County, police arrested 3 people Wednesday in a drug bust. Police say during the search of a home in Printer, they found crystal meth and other drugs. Here is a picture of some of the drugs and cash they took to the sheriff's office. Deputies believe the money was from illegal drug sales. Stephen Hunter, Olivia Johnson, and Jonanna Tackett all face drug charges. In Knox County, the parents of a 4-year-old child pleaded guilty to criminal abuse charges. Here is Nicholas Jorgensen and Natasha McBee. Police say the child was locked in a room for punishment. The Commonwealth's attorney recommended a 12-year sentence for Jorgensen and a 7-year sentence for McBee. Both will be sentenced February 22nd. Coming up on Mountain News this morning, Kentucky drivers did well on the roads last year. We will tell you why. And later we will check in with Jason Lindsay to see what he is working on for us in this morning's Hooked on Science segment.
Well, guys, a warm-up starts today, and we are going to be seeing spring-like weather. I'll have the good news and the bad news coming up next.